a Beyond the Mic original series. From the Beyond the Mic studios, this is Talking Dirt with Dirt. Produced and edited by JT Sloan. And without further ado, here is your host,
let's begin.
the Dirt Man, JT Dirty.
Let's begin.
All right, everybody, welcome to Talking Dirt with Dirt. I'm your host, the Dirt Man, and today we got the one, the only King Polo. King Polo, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing tonight?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I got my pipe, I got my coffee, so I got my upper, my downer, and everything in between. So,
Yes, sir. I
yeah.
feel that.
But yeah, no. So, when talking dirt with dirt, we always try to get off the basics and starting kind of with the basics of how you came up with your name, where you're from, and how long you've been doing this. So why don't you start off with that first, brother?
So I've been doing music for a while now. I started doing music, so I'm 28 now. Been doing music since like 13, 14. Started really taking it serious from like 18, 19. I guess taking it serious is in being able to perform because like I could finally be able to get into the clubs and stuff like that. Um, Took a lot of time off multiple times just off of life choices and having to play the background and learn the behind the scenes of the music. It's a lot of business besides just music and talent too with this stuff. So I've been doing that for a lot. Like the past 2 years, I've been focused on a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and that's why I've been able to do what I've been doing. Um, King Polo, Polo is always a nickname I've had since I was like probably like 15, like 14, 15. I was going out to like Dorchester and stuff like that, hanging out with a bunch of my older homies who rap and stuff. I used to rap with out there. And I used to wear polo, so they called me Polo. At first it was Young Polo, you know what I mean? And then I got older, you know what I mean? So I just went to
Yeah.
Polo now. I was like, I'm on my shit now, you know what I mean? Like I'm sitting in the throne, so I added the king to it. So that's where the King Polo came to. Um, and I'm from Concord, New Hampshire originally. I'm out in Rochester right now. I've been out here for a few years now in the Seacoast area. Still doing shows all over New England, all over the country, pretty much wherever the fuck anybody will book, you feel?
Yeah.
Anybody willing to branch out.
So now, because I've connected with you several times well before we've done this interview, and
Yo.
one of the first times that really sticks out in my head is Domination J's birthday bash, and
Mm-hmm.
I was introduced to a lot of cool cats down there. As a
Hell
matter of
yeah.
fact, and I gotta say it was really cool to have that many different talents from different states all in one house, just
It
rocking
really was.
rocking it. And that was kind of really like my first introduction to like, oh, okay, this is what you got to offer. And it's like, damn, this is good shit. This is a good sound. And the
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, I always take point to notice in artists that are humble about what they do, because that humbleness is something I always strive for, because that's something that's a team player in my book, and someone that's
Yo.
going to be like, all right, yeah, I'm willing to collab, I'm willing to work with and help the culture grow. And so when I first met you, like just right off from the get go, I got that vibe, and I was like, all right, this
Hell
is
yeah. I
cool.
appreciate that.
And I gotta ask, like, so with that being said, like, how, your upbringing and all that stuff, I gotta say that with that being said, you being humble, you gotta be probably around a lot of humble people, humble friends, and people that have been willing to do the same for you. I'm assuming.
So I mean it's honestly I growing up I really seeked attention a lot because I didn't get it in my home life. Um, I was on the streets at a young age, just like most shit, how that goes. So that's where I like filled that void with that, ended up getting in trouble, being in that like juvie, little group homes and probation and stuff like that. Then I started hanging out with older people because people my age, I was like, all right, y'all are fucking stupid anyways. Like I'm already stupid enough. I can get my damn self into trouble. I don't need a group of y'all motherfuckers to make it worse. Like
Right.
stay by
Yeah.
myself. And then start hanging out with the older people. So I kind of like got more mature. Went down south at an early age with my dad down in North Carolina for a year. That straightened me out a little bit because he military, well, he ex-military now. Um, and that straightened me out, definitely straightened me out for a little bit. I came back up, still got into some bullshit, you know what I mean? Being a teenager, growing up, still just even as an adult, still making mistakes because we're human. But
Trial by,
kind of, you know, kind of smartened me up a little bit. I've always hung around older people, and it's made me more humble because I've realized things. I learned a lot of things at young ages, like survival mode type shit.
yeah.
Um, as I get older, like now, the past couple of years, I've been learning a lot more with my emotions. You feel because, like I said, it had to be a survival for a lot of shit coming up, like with just certain shit that I got myself into or put myself into.
Yeah.
So, but now it's like I'm here, I'm doing it though. So I guess in this I still learn, you know what I mean? I still am humbled every day by my own actions or whether it be me doing something and it coming back to get me later in life because I did it for the wrong intentions or some me allowing somebody that was not good for me around and then messing it up somehow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sabotaging something.
Well, that's one thing that I learned growing up is that, there's a lot of bad shit that you just can't control. So I
Hmm.
always try to figure the stuff I can control. I'm going to make it a point to not leave myself down a dead end road, or at least down a road that's going to be counterproductive to my lifestyle. Um, and I think that, that goes a big way with what you're trying to do when you're trying to perform and put your name out there and all that stuff. We get these friends that can be an embarrassment, and
Yo,
and it's like, dude,
liability,
a
yo,
liability, yeah, a liability to, especially to your brand, to your name you're trying to put out there, or whatever it may be, because sometimes people just shoot their mouth off, and it's just like, man, that you're throwing your own credibility dash brand dash friends out the window, um
exactly.
and so that's why I always find it hard to find friends that are loyal friends in this business. But thankfully, we up here in New England, I think that we got a better shot than most, say like in New York or California or whatever,
Yo,
because that's really a dog eat dog world out there, to the point that
yeah, because
you don't
there's
make
so many
friends.
people. Exactly. There's so many people. Like, there still is abundance of rappers and musicians and stuff out here. But the difference is there's a bigger hip hop platform out in New York. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Than
yeah,
there is, like, in New York alone, there's probably a bigger hip hop scene than probably a good amount in New England together, you feel?
yeah. No, I agree
So,
with
like,
that.
that right there even makes that, like, that's probably, you know what I mean? But, like, definitely, we definitely have that. Like, we need to continue that, and I think excuse me, what everyone needs to really do is, I think we all need to just get together and start cycling through artists to run them through these shows. Let's stop doing it and making it necessarily about the money. Yes, we understand it costs money to put these events together, and it costs money to make money, and everything costs money. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we got to put in our work. But people don't understand we can all collectively come together cheaper than we fucking know and do the things we need to or make the platforms we need to and as a collective to have generalized spot in each state for a general creative for hip hop, you feel?
Oh,
Like we
I
have all types of theaters, things like that throughout the country everywhere, you know what I mean, for all types of genres, even the state just for like acoustic bands, all types of stuff like that. There's nothing really for hip hop. We have a one stop shop really for just music in general, but especially more friendly, like hip hop friendly. People are gonna want to have that book ASAP.
yeah. So
Somewhere you can come record, produce, make logos, shoot videos, photos, make merch, perform, you know what I mean? Like all types of stuff.
See, and I agree with that. I obviously I agree to extent that too. That some people, they gotta make money for what they do to a certain
Hmm.
extent and all that stuff. Like, because for me being a DJ, like it wasn't cheap buying all that equipment. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So so
That's my
so, so
yeah.
I get the fact of trying to make some of that money back, but I will say this: if you didn't go into it originally for the passion of it alone, you're going to walk away a very disappointed person in the end,
Exactly.
because
Exactly.
I have this mentality right when I went into it. That's why I'm doing, say, talking dirt with dirts as well, and not just DJing and all that stuff and performing
Yo,
music, because it's more about the culture before anything else. So I have this saying: it's culture before the cut, because everyone's worried about the money, the cut. And
hmm.
so I always say culture before the cut. So what's good for the culture? Is it good to have everyone here, or is it good to, we make some money and maybe have 10 people in the door?
Exactly. And 10 of those people are probably non-paying customers because they're regulars or they came in with the artist.
Right. So the
Whether,
plus
you know what
one
I
or
mean?
whatever. Yeah. No,
It's,
I agree,
yeah.
man. I agree. So with that being said, with how long you've been doing this, and how long you've been actually, taking it seriously and so forth, what would you say your discography is right now? Like, how many tracks you think you got out there publicly to the public to view?
Shit, I can look at my other phone right now. Let's see. So right now on my Spotify, it says that it says on Spotify I have 50 songs out. That's songs I released or featured on that have been
Yeah.
properly tagged in. There's
Yeah.
still probably an abundance of 10 plus songs I've done features on that haven't been tagged properly, so it's not on my thing to count, you know what I mean?
I got you. I got you. Yeah. So that's no, that's
But
good, because I mean, I've been doing this for 10 plus years, and I still don't got that many out. I mean
you
that,
know,
but I I take a different approach to the whole system about it anyways, because mine isn't so much quantity as it is quality, and what the message I am delivering. And that's much
exactly.
much more important to me than, not saying that yours is not um any less, good quality than mine is at all. That's not it. I'm saying,
Everyone's just different artists. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying
Everyone
for
does their thing.
right, so, and I think I just work at a much better rate at a slower burn.
Hmm.
And I just don't burn it all at once, I guess. But no, some people just got a lot more fire and they got a lot more to burn. In your case, you got,
Oh,
quite a few tracks out there to burn. That's awesome, because I mean,
oh
that's
yeah.
that's something that a lot of people have a hard time doing, is, in me included, that diversity, and having multiple tracks and being able to tell different stories, songs, messages, and all that
Exactly. And that's
stuff.
the thing, they're versatile. Like they're all not like a good amount of them are probably kind of the same flow or
Or
cadence
flavor.
or whatever, but
Yeah.
like they're all different. Like it's versatile. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I have like Spotify made me a This Is King Polo playlist, you feel? So like my this screen's all fucked up. I don't know if you can see it,
Yeah, I can. Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so they made a fucking This Is King Polo playlist. I'll send you that later too. But that fucking and that has an hour and how many fucking an hour and 12 minutes of my best songs on there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they're all different songs. Like I have songs from I did a cover to Stevie Nicks Landslide. I did a cover to that, like talking about like when I used to sip when I used to sip lean and fucking just stay up and get money and like cut everybody off and like I wasn't talking to anybody. Like I literally zoned the fuck out from life and like pretty much like fucking dropped down to fucking my knees and like gave my life up to God pretty much in that song. And then I got songs about like stripper bitches being in the club. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
I got all
yeah, yeah.
types of, or like you could be vibing or riding with your shorty or chilling at the crib smoking or in the gym lifting. Like my music, I got all types of vibes with my music.
Yeah.
So
No, and seeing and that's good because, like I said, especially going into shows, you need to sometimes have other backup songs in your playlist that you didn't intend to play, but all of a sudden
Exactly.
you adapted to the crowd. You're like, the crowd is definitely going to jive to this better than what I had in store. Let's play this instead.
Exactly.
Because you
And
got to
you've
think,
seen that firsthand. You see that firsthand as a DJ all the time too, I bet.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and that's the thing too. A lot of people, they'll send me a set list, be like, hey, I gotta send you something else real quick because
Hmm.
this is definitely not gonna work with this crowd. You know,
Facts.
to quote one guy that we both know, Fatal J, he had put out a song, one cop, two cop, and that caused a lot of controversy because
Mm.
there's a whole line of people on each side of that spectrum, and the debate can go
Yo.
on forever, on what side is correct or whatever. But it goes back to a couple of times, he said that at his shows he's had to, they ain't gonna drive. They're going to maybe not allow that. Let's switch it
Mm.
up, and you got to do that. You got, pull the best card for
Exactly.
the show. But yeah, so you got some new stuff cranking out. You got, yeah, we got on the horizon for people to look in store for here.
So right now, so my most recent thing that I dropped is TMS4. I dropped that back in September, and then I did a
Okay, yeah.
video. That's the video I dropped. I think I dropped the video like 2 months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago at this point now. Um, I'm dropping a new album probably June or sometime summer of this year coming up called Sincerely Myself. Honestly just locking in the studio, going back and fucking with Kato Beats to lock in with some of this. My boy Mines from TMB from when I first used to record forever ago when I was like 15, like when I was a little nigga. Scott, the scientist, where I recorded, and he's the one that mixed and mastered all of Polo Season, the most recent song, the most recent album I dropped last year, well, this past year. Uh, Gonna have Smiz on there producing some shit, D-Row, Mr. Good Bars, Cash Money AP, Iceberg Want a Bag. Kato Beats gonna be producing some stuff too, obviously. But I have some good features on there. I got a lot of
I was
people
going
I'm
to say
reaching
it
out to.
sounds pretty stacked already.
Yeah, and that's just production and stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like each song I do, I'm trying to like pretty much look at it as like a business venture for each song. You feel
Yeah.
so like, but each of them like I'm trying to sit there and like I'm stacking it up like each song is like a fucking like I'm trying to have like a whole corporation. Each song is like a different location. You feel like I'm trying
Yeah.
to put the money into like that type shit. You feel
Yeah.
um
No,
and
and
yeah,
that's good. It gets
and
different
I'll be
sounds mixed
dropping
in.
features too. I'll be dropping singles and like doing features and stuff with people too. So
Yeah.
that's definitely another thing.
No, I see you. I see you cranking out this stuff, and you were talking before we got rolling here about us doing some work and stuff, and
Yo,
I'm totally down for a collab, man. Freaking, that's one of the biggest
hell
things I
yeah,
love doing with hip hop is coming up with an idea with someone else, and it just one thing feeds off the other, and it just grows into this nice freaking masterpiece at the end.
hell yeah. Let me. I got my fucking. I literally have my studio right here. It's a little pop up studio thing. I'm about to get it set up. Probably the next couple of days downstairs. But send me something I can. I don't mix and master, but I can send you back if you mix and master, or we can send it out or whatever. But I can
Well,
send
see,
you a verse back ASAP or whatever.
so all the songs that you've ever heard on my YouTube channel or whatever and all that stuff, that's all been aside from one song,
Mm,
or sorry, aside from two songs, they've all been done by myself. But
word.
I don't consider myself a professional mix and master at the same time
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
But I mean, I'm more than willing to. It's just, I once again, I some people consider themselves a master at it, and if they can do it better, more power to them. I'm not here to judge.
Yeah.
I just,
No, I feel you.
I
We can
get a,
go either way. We can
I
go
can,
either way. We can have you know what I mean, two session files of it or whatever. You do
Yeah.
your, you know what I mean, and then I'll send it off to my boy to do it, and then you feel whatever we like better at the end of the day. We'll fucking
Oh, definitely. I'll have to send you a photo too of the booth I got here.
hell yeah.
I ended up you know those Dejani water coolers that have water balls in them.
Yep.
That have the glass doors and the handles on them.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those out and made a recording booth.
Oh, that's dope.
So it's completely sealed off. You walk into it, it's got the light in there with the mic, and you hold your phone up, and you're completely blocked off with a vent in it and everything.
That's super dope.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyways, back on to you, and enough about us. So, that's cool though. I like the fact that you've got a lot of discography already behind you, with many more years already in front of you. So I mean, you definitely got already a pretty good career going and on its way. But if people are looking for you and all your music, where's the best location place to find them? Is it just Spotify, or are you on YouTube as well? What else?
So I'm on YouTube. I'm on all streaming platforms. King Polo. I'm on everywhere for my social medias. King Polo 603. Type that in. That's the easiest way to find me. Or just kingpolo.org, because I got my own website, and that's where you'll find like my videos, my cover art, links to Spotify, Apple, my Instagram, my Twitter, some pictures of some merch, ways to contact me to order some merch. Yeah, and then what else? I think there's something else I'm missing. But yeah, or pretty much just type in King Polo 603 in whatever your search browser is, and I guess that's the easiest way to find it too, because everything will pop up from my socials to my streaming platforms.
Nice.
So,
Now, do you have what's your next show on the horizon that you have coming up?
so my next show as of right now is Uncle Eddie's on New Year's Eve. That's out in Salisbury Beach, 8 Oceanfront, Salisbury Beach, Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts. 21 plus, free entry, free parking. New Year's Eve, free entry, free parking. You feel not a lot of motherfucking places gonna be like that. It's
Right.
gonna be a dope show. We got me, Kato Beats performing, Smiz, Domination J, R&W Soldier's gonna be performing. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a lit
Nice.
show.
Yeah, that's a stacked roster right there again. Once again.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think that we got the gist of what the heck King Polo is all about. And guys, if you want to do anything with King Polo, make sure you hit him up as respective links, and check out his music, check out his brand, and more importantly, check out his shows, like the one that's coming up New Year's down in Massachusetts. And there's going to be plenty more he's going to be doing with Bars Over Bars, Beyond the Mic, because we're going to make sure we get him locked in for sure. But guys, this is Talking Dirt with Dirt. This is King Polo. Brother, thanks for being on the show. I really do appreciate it. And we'll definitely be linking up again for some collabs and some shows and so on and so forth.
All right, man. That sounds good.
All right, man. Thanks for being on, and you take it easy. I'll catch you later.
Peace, bro.
All right, guys. Take it easy. Talking Dirt with Dirt. We're out.